Do you know which day of the week is associated with a higher likelihood of experiencing a heart attack? Take a moment to guess. We'll wait. It's Monday. Can you imagine what time it usually happens? It's typically between 8 o'clock and 9 a.m. Do you know what else happens on Monday at 8 a.m.? That's when many people start preparing for jobs they dislike. Is it merely a coincidence? We don't think so. Let's take a look at the journey of life through a simple imaginary chart. On average, people live for about 80 years if they're fortunate. Typically, we start working around 18 years old and continue working tirelessly until retirement at around 67. What does this tell us? It suggests that a significant portion of our lives is dedicated to work. For better or for worse. It's crucial not to spend that time feeling unhappy. Allow me to share the story of our friend Mr. P. He used to say, "When I finish school, then I'll be happy." Well, Mr. P completed school, but happiness didn't follow. So he shifted his focus and believed, "When I get a job, then I'll be happy." Mr. P secured a job, yet happiness remained elusive. Then he thought, "When I get married, settle down, and have kids, then I'll be happy." He got married, had 2 children. But happiness still seemed distant. So Mr. P adjusted his expectations once again, saying, "Okay, when the kids leave home and I retire, then I'll be happy." Eventually, the kids grew up and he retired. But happiness continued to elude him. That's when Mr. P turned to attending church regularly. And when asked why, he replied, "Because when I die, then I'll be happy." Mr. P's story, although sad, is not unique. We could have easily replaced Mr. P's name with David or Jason. It serves as a reminder that happiness shouldn't be constantly postponed and tied to external circumstances or future events. Mr. P's story resonates with almost everyone. Many of us find ourselves in a similar situation. But it's important to understand that it's not our fault. We've been deceived into getting stuck in jobs that not only drain our health, but also keep us trapped in the cycle of, "and then." Have you heard of the "and then" people? They're the ones who constantly say, "and then I'll be happy." Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to break free from living as, "and then," and embrace the mindset of, "right now." We must prioritize our happiness in the present moment. How can we achieve this? It's either by finding a job that we truly love, or infusing more love and passion into our current jobs. It's time to step out of the relentless rat race. Because here's the funny thing. Even if you win the race, accumulate wealth, and proudly hold up the trophy that everyone admires, deep down, you're still just a little furry rodent with a pointy nose and a long tail. Let's strive for something more meaningful and fulfilling than mere material success. Let's prioritize our well-being and happiness starting from this very moment. It's time to wake up and realize that life is not a game you can simply reset. This is not Mario Kart or Fortnite, where you can try again and redo levels. Once the game of life is over, it's truly over. However, there is a cheat code for the human experience. And that is to take control and stop buying into the lies society has fed us. One of those lies is the notion that overworking is admirable, and being stressed out is a symbol of status. Let's not forget the biggest lie of all. The concept of work-life balance. At first, it may not sound crazy. But think about it for a moment. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't life take precedence over work? Because when you prioritize and improve your life, your work naturally becomes better too. Let us share something fascinating that Harvard professor Sean Aker discovered. He calls it the happiness advantage. His research shows that 75% of job success can be predicted, not by how smart or talented you are, but by how happy you are. It's a remarkable finding that carries a lot of weight. According to Aker, when you're happy, something amazing happens. Your intelligence increases, your creativity flourishes, and your productivity skyrockets. And guess what? You also tend to make more money. But here's the real kicker. Happiness can actually extend your lifespan. It may sound unbelievable, but it's true. Optimistic people tend to live longer than pessimistic ones. So, by embracing happiness and filling your life with more joy and cheer, you could potentially add a few extra years to your journey. Let's make this message crystal clear. And please take it seriously. It is your responsibility to prioritize your own happiness. We don't care if you've reached the end of your journey. It is never too late to swap your deadlyhood for a livelihood and refuse to endure weekdays filled with suffering. It's ironic that they call it a weekday, because it often feels like being trapped in a weekdays, constantly yearning for the weekend. We strongly believe that many people suffer from heart attacks because they're engaged in work that doesn't ignite their hearts. Their vital signs are low because they're involved in tasks that lack vitality and meaning to them. Happiness, my friend, is a choice. But let's be honest, it's not easy. It takes effort, but you must try. The first step is to search within yourself and recall a quote written by Buddha 2,000 years ago. A quote we still find relevant for most people today. The problem is that you think you have endless time. And it's crucial to stop wasting your life. Embracing happiness and finding fulfillment is a journey worth pursuing. It may not be effortless, but it is absolutely worthwhile. Remember, the time is now. And you have the power to shape your own happiness.